In this first video, I'm going to show you guys how to get started with your digital collage practice. We're going to learn how to create a background, how to take an image from Google, put it into Photoshop, and how to manipulate that image. All right, so what you guys will need to do is you're going to need to download this picture of me, her underscore JPEG, and this old picture of Fondi here. You're also going to go into your documents folder here, your classroom folder, and you're going to make a digital collage practice folder. So digital collage practice folder right there. Go ahead and do that. It should look like this. And then when you download your picture of me and old Fond du Lac, you're going to take it from downloads and put it in your practice folder. So your practice folder should look very similar to mine. And what we're going to do is we're going to be using this picture here as a reference or inspiration for our practice, okay? So I'm going to the picture of me will act like the dude in the picture. And then the first video here, we're going to learn how to create this background. All right. So first off, we're going to go into Photoshop. Go ahead and go into Photoshop. You're going to go to create new. Then you're going to go to folder here at the top. So I'm going to go to, and again, if you didn't know how to get to Photoshop, if you go to applications here, find Photoshop within there. Okay. So anyways, we're in Photoshop now. We're going to go to 8x10 here. We're going to change this to portrait mode though. So we're going to hit orientation here at landscape. We're going to go orientation to 8x10 here. We're going to change our resolution to 200. You're going to put your initials here, underscore collage practice. Be a practice. Then we're just going to go ahead and hit create. Once we have create here, we're going to have our background layer. Now, the background layer is currently locked, so remember you can unlock that by hitting that lock button or lock it again, and we can hide it as well. So we're just going to hide the background layer for now. And then what I want you guys to do is we're going to go to Google, and we're going to get our first image that we're going to be playing around with. So we're going to just type in paper texture. All right. And as you guys are searching for images, you want to make sure that you're using large images. So to make sure you're looking for large images, if you go to images here, you go to tools, you go to size here, you just select large. Okay. And then what I want you guys to do is we're going to be using this picture here, or find a paper that you like. I think this one's, see if you guys can find this one. We're just going to right click this and we're going to go to copy image. Okay. Once you copy the image, again, right clicking, copy image, you're going to go back to Photoshop. So we're going to go hover over here, go to Photoshop, and then we're going to go to edit and then paste. Now, if I zoom out here, this shows me if yours does not have this, you might have to click it, but you're going to go to show transform controls right here. Okay. Make sure that's being clicked, and then that's going to allow you to move it around. So if you remember InDesign, the artboard is 8x10 here. This is our frame, and then we're going to be moving that picture inside of that frame. And if we go to the corners here, if we get this diagonal arrow, that allows us to scale the picture. Now, it's good practice to hold down shift. If this is clicked here, notice if that is clicked here, this little chain here, if that's clicked, I do not need to hold down shift. Now, if I clicked off of this, I can kind of warp this and shape it to whatever size I want. Remember, it's good practice to hold down shift so that you don't warp your image. I would rather you guys do that. So again, if it's clicked here, you don't need to hold down shift. And then what we want to do is we're going to rotate this. So to rotate an object, you're going to get a curved arrow. So notice how my arrows changed to a curve. Now this allows me to rotate. So if you hold down shift here, you're going to rotate it all the way vertical. Okay. And if I zoom in here, it's a little bit pixelated right now. If I hit enter, it's going to fix that up. Okay. So I'm just going to scale it down a little bit more, holding down, not holding down shift. I guess I didn't have to, and then hit enter. Now, the reason why we want to use large images is so that we have clear images to work from. Okay. So this is our first image here. We're just going to hit enter. Once that's done, hit enter. Then you guys are going to go here. We're going to name this paper texture. All right. Now we're going to go into our folder. So we're going to go to open, and we're going to import this old picture of Fondi into Photoshop. Okay. And then once we do that, you're going to see that we have two different tabs here. We have the old Fondi JPEG, and then we also have our practice file here. So what I want you guys to do is we're going to select this picture, and we're going to copy and move it into this file here, into our practice file. So we're going to go to select. We're going to hit select all. Then we're going to go to edit. We're going to copy, and then we're going to paste. And then right away, I want you guys to name this OG Fondi. So we want to be organized. And then you can scale this up if you want. And again, I'm holding down shift to keep it proportional, and then it's gonna hit enter. And then the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna go to edit, and then we're going to make this image a little bit darker because we wanna mimic that picture from earlier. So I'm gonna make it a little bit darker. All right, maybe even a little bit more than that. Okay, and then you guys have the option to go to black and white here. You can make the picture black and white. That'll make it even more dark. And I'm gonna also go to levels here and play around with adjusting the levels. All right, now if we look at the reference photo here, notice how the background is trapped in a circle. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna create an ellipse. So underneath the selection tool, you're gonna get this marquee tool. So we're gonna go to elliptical marquee tool here. And then I want you guys to hold down shift. Actually, you don't have, nope. Yep, you do have to hold down shift. So go ahead and hold down shift. We're just gonna make a circle here. All right. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna hit the layer mask button here so that we can mask this circle in that Fondy. Or we're gonna mask the Fondy image in that circle. So we're gonna go ahead and hit add layer mask. There you go. Now what I wanna do is I wanna move around this picture. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna shift my selection from the mask to the image. And then go back to the move to, oops, sorry. And I also have to hit off the chain here. So click off the chain. This will allow me to move the picture freely inside of that frame. I can also scale it down. Okay, and then I want to click back that chain, and then this will allow me to move this picture around. Okay, so there's our background for now. I'm going to also enlarge this now a little bit so you guys can go ahead and do that. The next video, I'm going to show you guys how to add me to this.